Hey, my lovelies. So I'm so happy that you've decided to come on to the cleanse. I really hope that you can use this process to kickstart your health and really start to focus on how your body feels. So yes, you are going to drop some body weight during this process, but don't let that be your focus. Let the focus be on how your body starts to feel, and we're going to really encourage a mindfulness approach to this. So what does mindfulness mean? It means just listening to what's going on and being aware of the thoughts that are passing through your mind and how your body feels. We really want to distinguish the difference between physical hunger that is felt in the belly, when your tummy rumbles, and then the psychological hunger that when you're like, oh my God, I need something. Yeah, because that's usually triggered by a feeling, a thought, or an emotion that's passed that can cause you to want to dive or go for a specific food. And often the way that you can decide the difference between a physical hunger and a psychological hunger is when you want a specific food. So for me, my trigger is always to want to go for sweets, whether it has to be that cake or a biscuit or something that you've loved for any amount of time. Those are the triggers that we want to become more aware of, because the more that we can lean into those, it's going to help you on a lifelong journey to get in control of your eating habits and really serving your body. Your body is very, very clever. Part of the reasons that we have these cravings in the first place is when we go into some fear, some sort of stress, and we reach towards food to comfort us, and it's just a way of your body is trying to keep itself safe and stop you from doing things that are scary. So just being able to tune into that is going to be a huge step forward and a huge breakthrough. Now, the purpose of this video, I just want to quickly run through the PDF format so that you have a full understanding of what's going to be happening over your 7-day cleanse. Now, it's simple in its process, but that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. There are going to be some challenges. I've been on this week, and I've been to a couple of events, and I actually thought I was really going to struggle with the temptation of wanting to have things, wanting to feel included, because we don't want to feel like we're missing out on things. And I was at a barbecue actually yesterday, and I just stayed away from the beer. I had some chicken kebabs, and I really enjoyed them. That was the first thing that I noticed, because when you do a cleanse, your taste buds are going to start to change. We're really taking the palate down to some simplistic food, so that when you do start to add more flavors into your food, they taste amazing. Our taste buds are like tantalized all the time with when we eat. If you eat processed foods or high sugar foods, they're just like on fire. So if we bring it back down to basics, you really start to appreciate your food a lot more and start to enjoy it a lot more. So this is taking it very simplistic. So I want you to take some time to prepare. There are a couple of ingredients, especially with the detox tea. Everything else is pretty straightforward, but with the detox tea, there's a couple of ingredients in there that you're probably going to have to take a trip to the health food store, or maybe even possibly order online. So I will post any links for the random ones below this so that you can easily get to them, and then also the links for the supplements as well. But I don't want to scare you, I don't want to feed. It's a totally doable process, and on the other side of it, you're going to feel fantastic. I'm currently on day 5 of doing it, and I feel great. I really feel great. I feel leaner, I feel lighter, I feel less bloated, I'm more focused, I feel more energized, my skin's amazing. I actually thought, because we get to the process of where you're thinking, we are reducing the amount of food that you're going to be intaking, that you're not going to have the energy that you had, and you will. It's amazing. It's really, really inspiring. So I'm going to walk you through this process. You're then going to get an email every single day. It's going to be a motivational kick up the bum. So do take the time to read these emails. I'm also going to be sending over you a challenge, as I'm going to be getting a winner each week, because we're going to be running through this throughout the spring. So we're going to have a winner for the person that we see putting in the effort and doing the work, and therefore getting the results. And it's just a little bit of fun. So I really hope you'll take part in the challenge. So let's dive into this. This is going to be your cleanse PDF, which you can download below this video. And then it's just a little bit of an introduction, and it's basically what I've just gone through there. This is about you breaking free from your habits, and that's what a lot of our eating habits and behaviors come from, that they are just habit. You know, you snack when you're sat on the couch at night watching TV, and it's about allowing you to break these habits so that we can create new habits that are going to help you to really get the goals and how you want your body to look and feel. So it's about taking back control for you. So don't do this more than once every quarter. We recommend every 12 to 16 weeks. You know, you're going to get access to this for a lifetime. So, but just don't think, I'm going to do this 1 week and then revert back, or, you know, to and fro and yo-yo dieting. That is not what this is about. It is not a crash diet. It is a gentle way to support your body, to allow it to do what it naturally wants to do. So no more than 12 to 16 weeks. Don't be doing it every week. We need to feed to fuel your body. Now, exercise guidance. I've kept this very basic. I basically want you to do what you are already doing and just maintain it for this next 7 days. If you don't exercise already or have an exercise program, then I would just encourage you to move every day. At the very least, going out and walking for 30 minutes a day is the very base. If you are exercising, take a look at where you can start to push yourself. Really schedule your workouts in and make sure you stick to them. There will be times when you think, I'm on a cleanse, don't really feel like it today. Go and do it. Part of this process is keeping the body moving, keeping the blood flowing around the system, because that is how the detoxification system works. Your body takes waste products through the blood and then takes them out through the digestive system, and out they go. So we want to really encourage that flow, that movement. So keeping moving is really going to help you through this process. So aim for a minimum of 3 sessions per week, or whatever you're doing. If you need more help and advice with this, post over in the group. I'm there to support you in the Happiness, Health and Adventure group. So don't feel ashamed, or any questions too stupid, just ask away. And really focus on what your body enjoys doing. You know, look at how you feel at the end of a workout. So yeah, sometimes we don't feel like going, and that's okay too, but just allow yourself, push yourself to get there. And if you feel like not going, post in the group and we'll give you that kick up the butt to get moving. Now, what I'm going to talk to you in the daily emails about your morning routine. But if you can at all possible do your workouts in the morning, it is really going to help you, because you might find that the energy does start to dip a little bit towards the evening. You will start to feel, or you may, I'm not saying you will, sometimes can feel, it's not necessarily hunger, but those cravings that will start to creep in the evening times if you're anything like me. So if you can get your workout in first thing in the morning, it's really going to set you up for the day, and you're going to be feeling on fire. And we all want that, we don't feel on fire. Okay. So this is the cleanse for days 1 to 3. This is what you are going to be doing. And now this is only for the first 3 days. I admit, it sounds scary when I'm going to explain it to you. It's not. It's nowhere near as bad as you think it's going to be, and you actually hardly feel hungry at all. So we're going to be taking 5 protein shakes per day. Why? It's essential that you get your protein order and get a big ass bag, because you're going to be having 5 of these a day. Granted, you might be a little bit sick of the taste of protein shake by the end of this. So again, choose a flavour. I generally go with vanilla because it's quite bland, but if you enjoy chocolate, have your chocolate. You know, we'll choose whatever flavour is going to work for you. And we want to choose a protein that is between 15 and 30 grams per portion. The higher the protein on the one that you choose, the better. So you're going to be taking a protein shake every 2 to 3 hours. So if you are out at work at the day, you need to take these with you. You can get, the lean green ones are actually brilliant for this, because they come in little sachets and you can take them out and about with you in the day, and you can just pop it in some water and you're good to go. So 5 per day. With each shake, you are going to take 1 cup of blueberries or blackberries, so a little handful. You're going to have 2 dried prunes. I know, I don't like them either. Eat them. That's simple as that. Eat them. 1 almond nut. Yes, 1 nut, and 1 CLA tablet. So with the first 3, you're going to take a CLA tablet. With the 4th one, you're going to take a fish oil. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Every 2 to 3 hours, you're having all of those items. So if you're out for the day, you've got to take them with you. Note to self, do not miss a feed. If you miss one of those, you're going to feel hungry. So make sure you get them in. You're then going to have your evening meal. Have it at least 3 hours before you go to bed. Now with the evening meals, don't get fancy. Don't be wanting to create the most amazing meals in the world. We are going plain. We are going basic. I tell you what I ate for 3 days. Chicken and roasted veg. And that's it. So you're going to have a portion of protein the size of your fist. So chicken breast, turkey breast, or a white fish. We are only having white meat this week. Size of your fist. You're going to have a carbohydrate portion the size of your palm. Your carbohydrates are made up of vegetables. Yes, vegetables are carbohydrates, about this size. And a fat portion the size of your thumb. Oil, because I had roasted veg with mine. You can use seasoning, that is fine, but it's basic. Keep it simple. It's only 3 days of your life. You can do this. When you start to add more flavors on days 4, 5, 6, and 7, you'll be like, it's like a party in your mouth. Okay. Now we are not having any cauliflower, no broccoli, no tomato, no corn, no peas, no beetroot, no squash or carrot. So I know what you're thinking, like, what the hell am I supposed to eat? So there's courgette, there's aubergines, there's green beans, there's asparagus. There's plenty of foods in there. Think outside the box, yeah? Just keep it simple. Just get through the first 3 days. After you get through the first 3 days, they are the toughest. Then the rest, plain sailing. And then you're going to have one final protein shake before you go to bed, because the purpose of this is that, one, we're keeping the body moving through exercise, and 2, we want to keep fueling it, which is why we're having this many protein shakes, because we don't want to have any muscle loss. We want to maintain the muscle that we've got, which is why if you can work out during this process, bob on. You know, even if you're going to get up 30 minutes earlier and do a home workout, that could be absolutely perfect. I'm going to give you one of my home workouts that you could do at home. If you just wanted to follow that for 7 days, then go with that. And this is about creating what's going to work for you. Because if you can get it done first thing in the morning, it means you can chill out in the evening, and you can probably get some early nights. You know, getting lots and plenty of sleep on this process is really going to help your body. That's when your body does what it needs to do, is when it's sleeping. It's when it repairs, when it regenerates, when it continues to detoxify. So if you can wake up in the morning and not only 1, have a wee, but if you can 2, have a poo, means that your body is doing what it's supposed to do. Yes, I do love poo talk. On the topic of poo, if you don't go, this is also quite common, and which is why the prunes are in there, because they're high fibre and they help support the digestive system. If you don't go, don't panic, just be aware of it, message over to me. Keep hydration, so keep drinking as much water as you can. So we're obviously trying to help the body flush out of the system. So lots and lots of water. Drink a glass of water as soon as you get first thing up in the morning, then throughout the day. I was going to mention something, then it came to my mind. It's gone. It's gone. We're then going to have the detox tea throughout the day. So on the recipe, which I'm going to show you a minute, that's going to annoy me now. Something was there in my head. Detox tea throughout the day, and you have your protein shake before bed. So I hope that's all quite self-explanatory. So that's days 1 to 3. So this is your detox tea recipe. It takes about 2 minutes to shove everything in a pan, and then you just leave it for 15 minutes to stew and kind of let all the oils and natural goodness go out into the water, and it's done. I double up on this usually and make a big pan. And then when I strain it out, I put it into big jars or big bottles, and you just leave it to cool. Once it's cooled, you can pop it in the fridge and you can leave it there. And what I will tend to do is that I will fill maybe a third to a half of my cup up with the detox tea, boil the kettle and fill the rest up with hot water. That way it's going to last you for at least the week. If you've got someone else in the house doing this with you, you might want to make even more. It's got a kick to it. I love herbal teas, so I really quite enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, dilute it down a little bit more. This is designed to help give your metabolism a boost. So, any questions on that, make sure you pop over to the group and let me know. Now moving on to days 4 to 7. So, we're going to aim to stick with 3 meals a day. What you might find though, I know that I have noticed that there is actual hunger going on. So what I will do is having a protein shake in between meals, which is completely fine. You can do that, or sometimes having something like an apple. Again, we're keeping it plain for the palate and for the body. The purpose of keeping your foods plain is that your body can easily digest them, and which is why we've taken red meat out for this period, because red meat is actually quite hard on the digestive system. It's acid forming, so removing it out of our diet for the week can be great. You know, we see all these minging posts where they say that how long red meat stays in your system for. As long as your body is moving and and pooping regularly, it shouldn't be an issue. But even when we move on from this period, if you can stick to just having red meat just once per week, that is quite a good place to continue on with this wellness focus. So we're going on to 3 meals a day. Like I said, if you do need to snack, have a protein shake, have a couple of nuts, have an apple, but really try and stick to those 3 a day. And you're going to be taking 2 fish oils a day and 1 CLA per day. So you could take one of those with each meal. Breakfast is going to be a green smoothie. You will have got quite used to having protein first thing in the morning, and it could actually quite change your eating habits. And the part of this process, days 1 to 3, actually make it really easy. You don't have to worry about what you're going to make, and you can just get on with your day. It actually frees up loads and loads of time. So if you can continue that with your breakfast, so you're just going to have 1 scoop of protein, 1 scoop of greens powder, a handful of spinach and watercress if you can, a small handful of blueberries or blackberries, top it up in the water, stick it in the blender, bzz, down the hatchet, off you go for your day. Your lunch is going to be a salad. Big salad, fill it up. Again, we want that as those kind of same rules to apply really. Protein, vegetable carbohydrates, fats, top of your thumb. Because someone asked a lot about having avocado. Avocado is completely fine. Doesn't want to be a whole avocado though, just during this period. So there's giving you some ideas there. Again, keeping it down to white meats. Turkey, you can have some salmon in there if you want to as well. If you were having salmon, don't be having avocado as well, because you've got your fat source within the salmon. Super simple. And then your evening meal, I've given you 4 different recipes to work with. Again, keeping them quite simple, really easy to use, easy to make, because I'm the worst chef in the world. If you follow me for any amount of time, you will know that. So super simple recipes that are actually really tasted, and you're going to enjoy consuming them. Then I've just given you the shopping list. So it's basically everything that's on there is on that shopping list, so you can just print that off and off you go. I'm going to give you the links for these, the dandelion root leaves and the milk thistle, although you should be able to pick those up at any health food shop. And the milk thistle too, you can have it in drops, although I think it's a little bit more cost effective if you get the tea bags. But everything else should be pretty straightforward, and you should be able to grab on your normal food shop. So the key now is to get prepared, get into the group, ask any questions if you have them, and also be sure to make sure that you're getting emails from me. So you should have already be onto the email list. You're going to get a new email every day to give you a little bit of support, a bit of advice, and then we're just going to get started on your starting procedures, and then also how you can finish off the cleanse to supercharge your success, because this is just the first start. This is just getting going. I'm really looking forward to seeing how you progress over the week. Have an awesome day.